This is Bonnie Vent. I'm so happy to announce these channeling sessions with the Connection are now sponsored by paid subscriptions. A big, huge thank you to those who've already subscribed so this work can continue. Subscribers will be asking the questions going forward from a secret group on Facebook. If you'd like to become a subscriber, please go to my website, www.bonnievent.com, for more information. Your assistance with this work is greatly appreciated. Please comment, like, and share these videos with like-minded friends and family. Private readings are also available from my website. As always, use your own powers of discernment. Accept what resonates with you and disregard the rest. And now, here's the Connection. Dale says, one question to the Connection. What is a good guideline to determine when helping others would interfere with the person's spiritual growth or life plan? Also, when is true assistance needed? Should one wait until asked rather than volunteering help? It's hard to differentiate the two situations. Hi, Dale. It's very difficult to interfere with a person's life plan unless you start at an early age with continuous effort. You can perhaps influence a situation for a short time, but have you noticed that if a person is determined, they will not listen to you anyway? The core of your question is all about discernment. It is easier perhaps if the person asks for assistance to provide it, but it's also possible to provide assistance without being asked. This very much depends on the situation. For instance, if doing any sort of healing work or providing spiritual insight, it is best to ask without attachment to their answer. If someone is carrying something and it is appearing that they could use some assistance, then just provide what you feel is needed. Most people do not like to ask for assistance, as perhaps they have asked in the past and been ignored, or they feel it is a sign of weakness. When it comes to your spiritual guidance, you must always intend our assistance, or we will not interfere. The answer is not black and white, but case by case when it comes to you providing assistance to another. Line asks, when people pass away and go to the other side, do we age the way we do in the 3D world, or do we not age at all? Also, are you aware of yours and others' age on the other side? Highline, when people transition, they no longer have a physical body, so there's no body to age. If the spirit person comes to you in a dream, they will either present themselves in a way you knew them in life, or a younger version of themselves. In fact, they are pure energy, so you are seeing a projection they have created of who they were when living in 3D. Jane asks, Michael, are you aware of past lives now? Were you greeted by anyone from a previous life? Hi, Jane. I'm aware of other lives, but not in great detail. I was greeted by an energy being when I first passed, but I told them to go away, that I wasn't ready. My request was honored, and I did everything I could to get back. I did come to realize the futility of my actions, and I will spare you the details of that. I then asked the energy being to come back as I had questions. I told the energy being that I wanted to stay as close as I could to my children and that I owed them that. This request was also honored, but I have to admit it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. As you can imagine, the thought of being invisible intrigued me. I could go wherever I wanted. The freedom was glorious. It is still possible to touch people's lives, but not interfering is really hard. I get that it's a game and I'm not to spoil the experiences, but I want everyone to feel loved, and so many do not. They lash out as a result. Love begets love. It's that simple and that complicated. Question to the Connection. Do we all reincarnate? When we cross over, do we remember our loved ones on Earth until they cross over too, or does the Earth plane fade away? Hi, Jane. Yes, everyone has lived multiple times. This aids in the learning process, as each time there are new experiences and sets of circumstances to promote learning. You may have noticed that some people do communicate back to loved ones after they've crossed and others do not. If the person does not have any unfinished business and has said all of their goodbyes, they are ready to move forward to the next adventure. The earth plane does not fade away, and people do come back for a visit from time to time. Much like anything in life, as you move forward, you remember less details. For those with unfinished business, they tend to just remember the details that bother them and work hard to fix things if they can. It is best to not have regrets and walk softly in the lives of others. Irina says, my first question is for the connection. I do believe we touched on this, but not in depth. Would like to know more about group guidance. Were some or all members of the group at one time incarnate on Earth? If yes, then when? How does one become a guide to someone on the Earth plane? The connection says, for most, a single guide can handle any situations that arise in a person's life. Having a group is a life that is more advanced, with a mission that exceeds their life and provides services to other lives. To put this into 3D terms, some people have a supervisor and some work for the board of directors. We would be considered as a board of directors. We work on a high level and provide guidance for many, not just one. We have access to information to assist all. We provide the wisdom of many times, places, and experiences, but not on a detailed level. That is up to the individual guidance, which this channel is also able to access, but it is not at the same level. Irina asks, Michael, this question is for you. In some of your lyrics, it appears you were referring to love as an all-powerful force. It appears that love is not just specifically attributable to humanity, but that it flows to the far reaches of the spiritual realms well beyond ours. So with regards to its spiritual nature, what is the origin of love? Michael says, Hi, Irina. Love is all there is to learn about. It comes from the sources of all there is. It sounds simple, but the challenges of living a life has caused some people to forget their true nature. All things are alive and all things love. The tricky part is remembering to love. If you look in nature, they are all in cooperation with each other. They are all connected. Only humans feel they are separate when they are not. Line asks, when we go to the other side, do we look and feel the same way as we did during the time of our passing, or will all the pain just be gone? Ergo, if a person is very sick and dies from illness, will the person still look and feel the same way when they cross over, or will they suddenly become an earlier version of themselves from before they got sick? Also, can we choose between to stay the same or maybe to be a child again? Highline, in many ways we answered this question in your prior question. It may take a spirit some processing time to drop their illness, as it is part of the physical and spiritual body. Once they realize the physical source of pain is gone, they will no longer feel it. Many are prepared before passing, and this process is much easier. If it was sudden, they will receive guidance after they arrive for any and all issues pending. Then Line asks, I'm curious to know how it was for you, Michael. Did you change or did you stay the same? Hi, Line. No one stays the same, even those of us who choose to stay very close by. We still learn and grow. The process does not end. It is infinite. If you'd like more information or to support this work, please see the links in the description of this video and join us at bonevent.com. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see more videos. Click on the bell when you subscribe to receive instant notifications. Please check out my other videos. Want a private reading? Please go to bonevent.com for more information.